Everyone's heard about settling with the IRS for pennies on the dollar. The offer and compromise is one of the most popular and misunderstood programs in the Internal Revenue Service. And that program is where you'll settle your tax debt for less than the full amount that you owe. But did you know that the IRS has an entire policy statement on when they'll actually accept an offer and compromise? But the first words out of people's mouths are, I want to make an offer and compromise, or I want to settle for less with the IRS. But here's the truth. It's only one of 3 different ways you can close your case. So I kind of want to break this on down with former IRS Revenue Officer Michael Sullivan. Michael, can you tell us about the other 2 options available?
Yeah, first of all, my name's Mike Sullivan. I was a revenue officer for a decade. I've worked thousands of cases. I'm one of Josh's privileged partners. And there's 2 other programs. There's only 3 ways if you owe IRS debt that IRS is going to resolve your case. There are 3 programs. The first is called, as you know, currently non-collectible, or some people call it a hardship. That's a situation where when IRS looks at your current financial statement, they look back, Josh, as you know, about 6 months. They will make a determination that your expenses that they allow are more than your income, and they put a freeze, they lock your account for a period of we don't know whenever IRS wants to bring your case, and it's solely based on your current financial statement. Keep in mind, though, the penalties interest still run. All it is a mask for the problem. And at some point in time, Josh, IRS will go ahead, kick the case back out to the field, and your refund will continue to be taken. That is, unless you're smart enough to change your W-4 that Josh could tell you. The second way is by submitting an installment agreement with IRS. And there's 2 different types of installment agreements. The first is where a part pay agreement, where IRS looks at your current financial statement, and sometimes if you call them, you're going to wind up with an agreement far more than you can possibly imagine. And then the second way is a streamlined payment, where you can get a payment with IRS over 72 months. So you have offer and compromise, or pennies on a dollar, as Josh has alluded to, currently non-collectible or hardship, or an installment or part pay agreement.
Now, I want to make mention that there is at least one more option that the IRS offers you, and that's pay them in full right now. Most people don't want that. In fact, most people want that offer and compromise, but the reality and what you hear on the news or the TV or in the commercials are totally different. So there's 3 bases for the IRS, and they can evaluate an offer and compromise.
Offers are really down. It's because of all the nefarious firms out there that are ripping you off because you're talking to